You know, before posting that video, I wasn't sure how it was going to go. You know, it seems very controversial, calling out magic and how brokenly OP it is. But I was glad to see that the Elden Ring community really supported me in all my decisions and agreed with every comment I made. No controversial hot takes coming from me. It was purely facts, and everybody agreed with it. I'm just so glad we have such a supportive community. It really brings everyone together. Y'all feel that? I feel controversial hot takes incoming. Alright, Mog. It's between you and me to get this DLC. You're going down, buddy. Hey, yo, where's Mog? The DLC actually was a flawless release, with no issues. I haven't seen a single bug since I started playing. Everyone talking about optimization issues, I have no clue what they're talking about. The game's actually running perfectly for me. I love this view, just straight into the skyline. It's perfect. Definitely intended. I was wondering if Mog was invisible. It turns out he wasn't. He was just waiting for me to try to leave. So, you know, grab up my little Grace Mimic and figure this problem out right here. And then that motherfucker appeared right as I disappeared. Look at that bitch. Alright, anyways. 2 tries, 0 scatter trees. Let's do it. We're gonna call this 2 tries, because, you know, the first one was a difficult fight. Pebble only, of course. Just remember, this is gonna be the only easy boss fight, according to everyone. Every fight in the DLC, a lot harder for magic. This fight was actually so hard, I didn't even have to get the physic tier to protect me from his blood stage. Because magic is balanced. I do love that Moog is called the Lord of Blood, and he has like some of the worst bleed attacks in the game. And his bleed buildup is also pretty abysmal. Also, I know I'm beating a dead horse at this point, but magic is so easy against Moog. Not having to stand beside this man to just tank hits all the time is crazy. Because his range attacks are hilariously easy to dodge. Alright, there we are. DLC time, baby.
Were you guided here by kindly Mikola? I am Leda. And like you, I was guided by faith and with
I was guided by Pebble and TikTok comments, so we are not the same. Alright, Coochie Coochie Coo, Michaela, let's get going. Ain't it purty? Anyways, DLC time, baby. We got Pebble, we got 3 scatter tree fragments. It's time to go. The lion is calling my name. Transition's so good, they're better than Marvel. Should be my catchphrase at this point, but being ranged in this fight makes it a lot easier. I've already beaten the DLC once on New Game Plus 3 with a full strength build. And 2 things. One, this DLC is so much easier on non-New Game Plus. I don't know what these bitches were crying about when they said the DLC was difficult. Now that I'm playing through, obviously I'm playing with OP magic, you know, I've got the starting spell, and 3 scatter tree levels, but on top of that, in New Game Plus, I believe the DLC is just scaled to like if you have max scatter tree, or at least like close to maximum, because like the damage and the damage you do and the damage you take is so much, like, crazier when you don't have a lot of scatter tree fragments. And I still was like, I was like, you know, it was challenging, but it wasn't like anything crazy. And then I got into this non-New Game Plus, and just, like, you know, like, obviously I died a couple times. I'm just still learning the boss, so, you know, the lion bent me over a couple of times. But overall, this was not difficult. None of these fights were difficult. You guys are gonna see, I'm gonna 2-try Rolana. And it's, I'm shocked at the amount of people that said this DLC is too hard. If they're talking about the final boss, maybe, because you'll see I struggle with Radahn in this, because I struggle with Radahn always, because it's just such an absurd boss fight. But no, overall, this feels very balanced. This feels very accomplishable. Like I said, I'm Scatter Tree level 3, so it's not like I crazy over leveled for this. I grabbed a couple Scatter Tree fragments on the way here, and fought him. And then I killed him with only Pebble. Now I know Pebble's OP, so I get it. I get magic is super broken, and that's probably the reason I was able to take him on so easily, but it's just mind-boggling to me. Keep the build. Lots of OP shit going on here. Light rolling. Anyways, boss rush time. Ain't got time to play. Got time to run. Rolana, here I come. This is one of my favorite fights of the DLC, I believe. I think Mesmer is my top favorite. I don't know who, like, what the Elden Ring community is smoking when everyone says they love Bale, because I actually really dislike that fight. But Rolana and Mesmer are definitely my top two fights. Rolana's is just such like an elegant fight, and it feels very fair. I mean, again, people complained that like she was too difficult, and yeah, that one I can't agree with at all. Like, y'all know magic is OP, but even on strength, it wasn't that difficult of a fight. And I was on New Game Plus 3 when I did that, so. Bringing out the timing for that attack would I'd say is like the only challenge with Rolana. Because really that's just her best attack. Her fire attacks are pretty dog shit, I find. Also again, during her transition, just because we're using magic, so many free hits. Like, look at how much time she gives you to react. Obviously I'm using a light load and like light rolling, but if you're not light rolling, you're kind of misplaying. Like, look, the damage on that is pretty pitiful. Didn't know you're supposed to jump the moon attack. That one's on me. Anyways, 2 bosses, 1 pebble. Let's go on to the next. Hit her with a bit of disrespect. DLC is easy. Mesmer time, baby. Like I said, just one of my favorite. Shit. I forgot this fucking guy was even in this DLC. I think this is one of my least favorite things of the game. It's just such a dumb fight. I don't like. I'm just bad. That's why I died here. This boss is not difficult at all. I think I stunted on Rolana too much, so the game decided to punish me by just giving me. Also, what is the hitbox on that thing? Right? That's crazy. Anyways, 6 tries. Took me 3 times as long to kill this guy over Rolana. But That's just how it be sometimes. Not much to comment on this fight. It's a bad fight. I am glad they came up with an original fight, rather than, like, you know, giving us a seed beast or something, but it's just such a tiny arena, big enemy, nothing. You know what is new and annoying is these, like, unnamed little, like, bosses, like these guys with the red hoods, and there's also the big dudes with the swords later on. These motherfuckers hurt. Like, you're gonna watch here. This is partially because I'm dog shit, but this, like, they do some damage. Like, look at that. Mini bosses are harder than the bosses. I do love the design of this area getting to Mesmer though. Like, just like the little Jenga pieces going together, having to climb up the statues. Such a good game. Such a good DLC. So happy with it. Minus Radon. You already know, it's Mesmer time. Mesmer feels like a well-designed Melania fight. If that makes sense. You know, Melania's fight has a little bit of jank, a couple things that I don't feel are quite too fair, like Waterfowl, but Mesmer just feels like they fixed Waterfowl because he has a kind of Waterfowl themed attack, but it's very easy. Like, it's very easy if you understand it and like see it approaching, how to dodge it. Yeah, Mesmer did take me quite a few tries. Still was, again, easier than my first attempt against him. I think I died 50 times to him my first time playing through the DLC. But I was using melee, of course, and not the broken-ass pebble, so. Just like the amount of free hits you get in here. Like, if I was melee, I'd be standing beside him and he'd immediately jump into his attack. But because I'm ranged, he just kind of tanks it. So you just get so many free hits in. It's just another example of magic being so ridiculously strong. Like, I put him into his transition mid-air. You can't do that shit with melee. Easy mode. Already transitioned him again. Duped. Free hits while he's transitioning. Like, it's just that plain and fucking simple. Not today. There you are. Mesmer with a pebble. And then with a quick disrespect. Man. Whoever FromSoft designed this bridge, I just want to talk. Why? Again, made easier by the fact that I'm using a pebble, so I have magic and ranged. Range is OP. But just who is the asshole that gave this mage infinite range? I love this DLC. I hate the design of this area going to Rosebud. I don't know who designed it. It's so gross looking, it's ugly. Just awful. Rosebud's actually a pretty good fight here. minus the grab attack. Where is it? It's coming up here in a second. I don't know why. I just, like, I don't know. It could just be me being dumb as shit. Very likely. But whenever that attack comes up, I just can't tell. And I end up just fucking getting pinched every time. Rosebud didn't give me too much of a struggle here. But this part was painful. Played this really well. I was running out of heals. I had Scarlet Rot on me, so I knew I would die. Look at that. One more pebble. Just took one more pebble. Buff pebble. Please, FromSoft. Just kidding. And 10 tries. Not too bad. Time to burn the tree, part 2. I was talking about it earlier. These guys, like when I was playing Melee, these motherfuckers hurt. They hit the fuck out of you. Couldn't even get to me. It's just pebble. What do magic users have to complain about? Like, I saw so many people saying, oh, magic is so hard in the DLC. What are you talking about? Look at the damage rate. This is pebble. Like, I don't have to be anywhere near this guy. I just destroy him. When I was playing Melee, you guys messed me the fuck up. Because they could actually hit shit. Playing Magic, you just walk away. Bam. Done. This fight was painful. Pebble is so OP against everything but playable characters. Like enemies. NPC enemies are the worst fucking thing for Magic. They just spam roll the whole time. I didn't even lose this first fight because of like any form of skill. I lost because I didn't have enough FP. Like, I'm just ignoring the guy beside me because, like, they're pretty dog shit. I end up just having to give up and let him kill me because I'm literally out of FP. But after no levels and 4 tries, we got it. It was just a battle of the FP. Also spamming through the dodges. Like, look at this. My poor Magic users out there are actually struggling for once. Now, before we touch on the gross final boss, it's time for some parkour. I hate that you have to go all the way around and through the stupid parkour section just to get underneath Mesmer's area. Like, I wish there was just an easier way. And there might be. I might be stupid, but from everything I saw, this is the only way you can get there. I was going to leave him alone, but this guy just would not stop spamming me, so give him the business real quick. Yeah, see, he took it like a champ. And now, hardcore parkour incoming right here. Yeah, I'm crushing it. Crushing it part 2. I almost do it a third time. I don't even know how. My brain almost shut off there. Time for everyone's favorite boss fight of this DLC. I hate this boss fight as much as people say it's bad. Like, yes, the charge hitbox is kind of rough and you have to dodge way earlier than you should. But I don't know. Like, if you're melee, just sit on a horse. If you're not melee, just, you know, sit back and relax. Play your point and click adventure, I guess. Like that I get the frustration there. I don't think it's as though, like, everyone states this boss is way more OP than he is. Like, the charge is a problem, but it's not a one-shot move. Unless you're sitting at, like, Scattered Free 2 at this point, which if you are, that's your fault. As the FromSoft devs said themselves, get good. Now with all my upgrades scattered through 20, because I am not fighting this boss legitly. Let's get to it. I also am really sad. This wasn't my first attempt at him. My first attempt was so clean. I did the first phase of him hitless, and it was gonna look so cool for a nice little like edit into like my other struggles here, but instead we just have to watch this still not too terrible one, but just not quite as nearly as cool as the one I had originally. I think the first fight of this, or first phase of this fight, is really well designed. I think the second phase could use a little bit of work. It would be nice if there were some attacks in it that were missable. I don't think those swords hit me there, but okay. And just this, like, I think I played this pretty fucking well. Sure, I didn't play a hitless, but like overall, I'm doing a pretty solid job with everything that's getting thrown at me. Like, I'm staying alive. And he just does not stop. Like, it's just go, 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 go. Everyone's like, oh, wait for the heal phase. Where's the heal phase here? I don't know how that hit me. And then this. Followed by another one. How are you supposed to live that? So I pulled out the secret weapon. Something I've been hiding from you guys until this very broken ass boss. See, the thing is about a pebble only run is really the rules are simple. The boss has to die to damage from a pebble. I did not say it had to be my pebble. I just said it had to be a pebble. So maybe I give my mimic tier pebble and we work together. Now, some of you might be calling the run invalid, and to that I say, no you. Because this fight is so fucking annoying, and I work a job. I don't got time to sit here and jerk off with a pebble and Radon. I could have done it, just like with the Elden Beast. Like, it's possible. I just don't want to. I just want to kill him with a pebble. And if my buddy there happens to be firing a pebble as well, well, you know, there we go. Don't you worry though. It's not like Mimic Tier makes this too easy. Oh no. Here comes Radon in his second phase from the top rope to just bend my shit over. The thing about the second phase is, honestly, I don't think that you have enough cerulean tears to live through it. I could be wrong, but there's just so many attacks that are just unmissable. So I leveled up a little bit more to make it a bit easier on myself. And because of that, the DLC decided to get rid of my Mimic. I don't know if you noticed, he's in, but he's not. And just to punish me a little bit more, after I get Radon here into his second phase, my game crashes. Because this DLC was a flawless release with no optimization. You know what it is. Pebble v Pebble. Time to kill Radon. Just gonna let this play out. Hopefully we can post a shorter version of this on TikTok. Watch people screaming about it. No hugs for you, Radon. And just like that, Shadow of the Erdtree beaten with a pebble. Is magic still OP? Do I still believe in the exact same sentiment as before? Of fucking course I do. Now before I finish up this video, I did forget one final boss, and I know you're all remembering it and yelling it at me. Just give him a sec. He'll load in here. Wait. Just wait. From soft. There he is. The real final boss of the DLC. Black Jail Knight. He's a bit of a roll spammer. Not to, you know, throw stones in glass houses, considering I'm a glass cannon over here, but he's roll spamming just a little. Also, he healed during a 1v1. Who fucking does that? Fucking no healed in front of me just to disrespect me like that? Can't let that happen. For some reason, he never pulled out the gunny on me. But you know what? I gotta respect from him. And now that the true final boss of Elden Ring is dead, we can rest. Hit him with the disrespect, and good night.